Hi guys, my name is Lisa and I'm just getting back here on YouTube to update everyone on what's been going on. I made that last video about what the Marine Corps has been like as a reservist wife. Currently we've been in for more than 6 years now. Technically my husband's contract would have been over in March, but he's currently on his first deployment. And we're more than halfway done with the deployment. He left in January. He should be back in December, and that's what I'm looking forward to. So that's what's been going on. So I got a lot of questions on my last video just about general reservist stuff, and one of the questions I got is if your significant other, in my case, if my husband joins the Marine Corps and he's in the reserves, should I expect him to get deployed? And my answer is yes. I think for any branch it's safe to say that if you're in the military, reservist, or active duty, it's pretty safe to say that your significant other will get deployed at some point. Of course, there are people who they never get deployed. They never end up seeing a deployment. And if they do get deployed, they may not be in a combat zone. I would assume that, you know, they are going to get deployed. In the Marine Corps, they told my husband he would be deployed for at least 6 months, and that he would for sure go on a deployment, even if it was a volunteer service kind of deployment, just to help out in a different country. So I would expect your significant other to be deployed at some point if they're in the military, whether or not they're active duty. But like I said, this year has been pretty crazy. So we found out that we were expecting baby number 3 back in October. It was right in the beginning of October. And then a few weeks later, we found out that he was gonna go on this deployment. We were a little bit torn, a little bit heartbroken, just because we knew what that meant, that, you know, I'd most likely have this baby without my husband being here. And that would be super hard. But it's September now and the baby's almost 3 months old and we've made it. And there's just a lot of stuff that has happened since. So Daniel left in January. He did get to have a 10-day leave back in the end of March and beginning of April. So I did get to fly out to see him. I did have my big belly by that time, so that was kind of fun. We got to meet up in Rome. I didn't take the 2 kids with me. They ended up staying with Grandma and Grandpa. Shout out to Grandma and Grandpa for taking the little crazy kids for a whole 2 weeks almost. But yeah, I did get to go see him. Then I flew back home, and I don't think I've cried like that, like I did at the airport when I was saying goodbye to him. That was pretty heartbreaking for the 2 of us. After we left Rome, I came back home and Daniel left, and from then on he went to Afghanistan, and he's been there ever since. And that was in April, and now it's September, so we have a few months left of this deployment. It's been a crazy ride because we were living with my in-laws and they ended up taking a job transfer to Florida, which I don't blame them at all. I am really happy for them, and it's awesome that they got to go live in paradise. My in-laws moved. Great grandma and uncle that were living with us moved as well to a different state. My brother that was also living with us ended up moving for school, and that was really unexpected. So I went from having this huge support system to having everybody that is in my support system basically moving out of state. And at first I was really worried, and I was super stressed out and anxious and having all kinds of meltdowns, but it turns out that I actually really like being by myself with the kids. So it's been okay. It's been way better than I anticipated, and I'm happy about it. Another thing that happened back in June, we had our third baby. He's almost 3 months old now, but he was born with a heart condition called Wolff-Parkinson-White syndrome, and basically his heart just beats too fast. His heart rate can get super high. That was really scary because we were FaceTiming while I was in labor and during birth and everything, and Daniel got to watch that, and it was a little bit, it freaked us out a little bit because his heart rate got super high while I was pushing, and so I didn't get to take any breaks, you know, just kept breathing and pushing, no breaks in between. And we had like 10 people rush into the room, and Daniel got to see all that, so that was scary for him too, and stressful. A few days after, right before we got discharged actually from the hospital, the nurse listened to his heart one last time before we left, and she noticed that his heart rate was super fast. So we ended up getting admitted to the NICU, and that was totally unexpected. We had no idea that that was going to happen. There was no indication of any complications during pregnancy, nothing serious. Got admitted to the NICU, and that was not fun. I don't wish that experience on anybody ever, and I don't care to relive any of that ever. But everything turned out okay. Ezekiel's doing great. He's on medication. We have ended up in the ER a few times, but you know, he's good. He's growing. He's a good baby. He's really calm, just super happy. He's a heavy milk drinker. What can I say? I don't know. He's a regular baby. Just takes medication. This deployment has been super hard on me. I've got lots of things going on aside from, you know, my husband being deployed, but I'm managing it better than I anticipated. I'm also in the middle of nursing school. I'm getting my BSN, and that's been pretty rough. I think that has been the most stressful thing throughout the entire deployment, is just school, because I mean, I'm taking care of 3 kids, and I actually quit the job that I had right before Daniel left on this deployment because I knew, you know, school, kids, and work was not gonna be something that I could handle, especially because I was pregnant and I just don't have good pregnancies. They're not easy on me, my mind and my body. It's just a rough time in general. And so I've been focusing on school and pretty much taking care of the kids and trying to manage all my homework and assignments and projects and all that kind of stuff. But it's been good. I just started semester 5 last week. Today is actually my 2nd day of class for the semester, and here we go. It is what it is. I'm pretty excited about it. I don't know. I'm excited to be done with school. I'm excited to graduate, and every first day of the semester my professors ask, how are you guys doing? Are you excited to be here? And I always tell them that I'm excited to be done. And they're like, but it's the first day of the semester. And I say, it's the first day, but I can't wait for the last day of school ever. So I'm excited. It's all good. I know these last few months will fly by, and I'm looking forward to that too. I can't wait for my husband to be home. I'm tired of doing the dishes by myself. Seriously. I've been doing the dishes by myself for a year. Well, my brother helped me sometimes, but still. Let me know if you guys have any other questions, comments, concerns. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel so that other people can see this video, and maybe it'll help somebody out there, who knows. So yeah, thanks guys, thanks for watching. See ya.